All right, I gotta get going. If you could see, well, the water's probably blocking it, but that clock says 11:12. Fortunately, the clock is like 25 minutes fast. I guess because people love checking out late or something. So, again, did not wake up early for the breakfast for the breakfast downstairs. Did not wake up early enough for a breakfast sandwich in Wawa. The good ones are definitely sold out by now. I am going to stop at Wawa anyway, and Cracker Barrel, important Cracker Barrel day, to get all the Sioux City sarsaparillas I can find between here and Long Island. And then, it's probably in the title, so there's no point keeping it a secret, going to Parx, P-A-R-X. Been there once during the 7 states in 1 day challenge. It was the one winning session of the 7 sessions. I played that day, enjoyed it for other reasons besides the winning. This will be the second time I'm going there. It will be light out, it will not be snowing. I don't think it will be snowing. And if you recall back in January, the signs were very misleading. They sent me to the wrong building, and it was snowing, and it was dark, and I was on a bit of a time crunch. And none of those things are happening today, so should smoothly make my way into Parx, but gotta pack up my stuff, check out, and eat at Wawa before we get out of this area. I checked to make sure, but there was no chance the breakfast sandwich I like was still going on. I got chicken salad. Gonna head out now, drive to Parx. Last time I'm gonna be at this Wawa right near the motel. Maybe there'll be another Wawa on the road after I play Parx on the way back to Long Island. Who knows? So, see everyone at Parx. Alright, I'm here. Drove for about an hour. I'm here. If you remember when I was here in January, all the signs trick you. And they say poker is there in the Parx East building, which is a lie, which really could have cost me a lot of hassle. Here, right there, it says beer garden. There's an entrance like right over there or something. That's how you get in there to where the poker is. Time was really of the essence. Back in January, as it turned out, I got to Harrah's Atlantic City. New Jersey was my 7th state, and there was one 4-handed table going at like 5 a.m. I mean, that table very easily could have broken 5 minutes before I got there. And then what? Would have like went to sleep and had to wake up on like 3 hours of sleep to make sure I get a game at Borgata in the morning or something. It's good that I got that Harrah's Atlantic City table at the end of the night, but it cost me a lot of time driving around here. It didn't help that it was dark and snowing, but driving around here following the signs that take you to the wrong place. Anyway, here at Parx, hope these cars don't hit me, and time to play. Okay, Parx characteristics. First, I want to show you the entrance. Nice entrance. It is in the back corner of the casino, but nice entrance. And I do want to point out right here, the right side of this image, this column and those slot machines in the corner. You can only really see one slot machine, but just keep note of that because the next image, here we go. That column is right there and those slot machines right there. Just want to show you how close the bathrooms are. Not technically in the poker room, but very, very close. Just outside. So that's convenient. And there you go, in case you didn't see the word right there, arrow pointing to the restrooms. Next, while I was waiting for a seat, took a picture of the chips. Nice chips. Didn't know what game I'd be playing, but got some reds, got some greens. I was ready. Then this is my chip stack after the first orbit of play, but I wanted to point out there. $2 chips. I didn't mention this. Rivers Philadelphia and Philadelphia Live. Also, the no limit games I was playing. Not just $1 chips for change, $1 chips and $2 chips for change. White $1 chips, blue $2 chips in all 3 casinos, Live, Rivers, and here at Parx. And wanted to point this out. Not only do you see the space here, I like this aisle, you could like walk between tables, but on this tray table, that is a Wawa wrapper. Right down the road, there was a Wawa. No reason to go hungry while playing at Parx, because there's a Wawa very close. Alright, done playing. So much slot noise around. I don't think you could hear the music. I don't think there's going to be copyright problems around. Almost played 612 Omaha 8 because I didn't call in. So the 1-3 list was about 30 people deep. 612 Omaha 8 had 2 tables and had an open seat, so I could sit right away. I didn't really want to wait, but almost everybody on the 1-3 no limit list was a call-in, so I only waited like 5 minutes. So you, I guess, already saw all the pictures. There you go. I do have some information about the room that was not in the pictures. All right, here we go. That side of the screen. 9-handed games. Also, the 1-3 is 500 max. I didn't really have a good view of the plaque on the table that says all this, but we had a new player and he sat with 500. $6 is the only straddle amount. I don't know the positions, but I know $6 is the only straddle amount. Also, apparently the bad beat is, the reserve fund is massive. Guys at the table were saying the bad beat hit in here last week, and it's still up to 189,000. That's how big the reserve was, while the main one was growing. Usually, like, the bad beat hits, and the reserve doesn't have much in it, and it's, I don't know, like 20, 30,000. This is like the highest I've ever heard of the fund, the bad beat number being a week after it hit. It's back up to 189,000. That's huge. I don't know what the qualifier is. They never happen. And this is the place to be if you want to play PLO. Over here, there are 3 tables of 2-2 PLO going right now. There are 2 tables of 5-5 PLO going. There's a 10-10 PLO going, and there's a 50-50-50 3-blind game PLO going. There's also an interest list for 200-200 PLO. So if you want to be playing PLO, this is the place to do it in the area of Eastern Pennsylvania. Now I'm going to go outside and finish this video up. Yeah, it is very busy in there. So it's its own room. It's way back in the back left corner, using this entrance at least. Don't love that, but it is really busy. There's not a lack of traffic in there. This would be the place to play if you were in the area looking for volume. If I were looking for some really long days, weeks, months, or at least 1 month, probably live as close to, get a room as close to Parx as I could and play here mostly, and then often, you know, make like the half-hour drive to Rivers, Philadelphia, or Philadelphia Live. So those are also pretty high traffic, but man. So I sat down at 12:49 p.m. on a Tuesday, and it is very crowded in there. So definitely the place to be for huge volume. I will tell you on the drive back home, my favorite and my least favorite place, maybe as a preview of videos to come. But of the 5 rooms I played on this trip, my favorite and my least favorite. But definitely if you're looking for volume and you're in the area, I would definitely be as close to Parx as you could. Limit the commute most days, just driving from your room to Parx. And if you want a little change of pace, Rivers, Philadelphia, or Philadelphia Live. And then if you really want to change of pace, I mean, you could go to Sands if it still has poker, which I still don't know, Morgantown, Delaware Park, Perryville, Atlantic City. That's like kind of the second ring if you're willing to drive that far. And then beyond that, Horseshoe Baltimore, and then beyond that, like Connecticut to the north, or like MGM National Harbor to the south. So a lot of poker here in the Northeast, but that is, I didn't expect it to be that busy at 1 p.m. on a Tuesday. So enjoyed my time in Parx. Back in January. It was the 1 winning session out of 7 when I played the 7 states in 1 day. So that's going to do it for Parx related things. And now I drive back home. And remember, rice is a spoon food.